What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Solekted TV. I'm your host, Creparella. Today we've got another special guest on the show. He is a motion designer from London, a sneaker collector. Everybody, we've got Billy Storey. Welcome, Billy Storey, to Solekted TV. How are you today?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you. So, of course, and anyone that has watched Solekted TV already, we're not going to get started with anything until we get into a prep check. So those are the rules. I don't make up the rules. Those are the rules. So, firstly, what have you got on foot today?
Today I've got the Jordan 3 Rust Pink or Pink. I'm not sure if it's Rust Pink or Pink Rust.
I think they're pink. Either one. It sounds like the same. The same.
Either way, the pink on them is a women's exclusive. Ooh. So don't judge me on that.
No, what? I have my feelings around the women's releases, but you know what? Sizing and all of that things that I'm always looking for in terms of making sure women have their sizing. I guess it goes to men as well. So sometimes with a lot of women's releases that don't sort of fit the men either, I'm always kind of a bit like, but obviously...
Yeah, well these are 12 and a half women's, which is like UK 9.5, and I'm a 10.
Okay.
But with women's 9.5, it's like spot on for me. Wow. I don't know why, it just feels like the perfect fit.
Nice. Well, they suit you. They really suit you. I've got those as well. They're really nice.
I'm partial to a pink crep.
I'm not a massive threes person, I'll be real, in terms of a Jordans, but... I do have my odd three that I really do like, and those are definitely one of those. Just in terms of, because we're in the spirit of crep check, I went for the Jordan 6. I think these are called the gold hoops or gold rings.
Gold hoops.
These were very kind of slept on. As in I got them with ease, like well after release.
Yeah.
But I really like them. One, I don't have many white trainers, if I'll be real. Like, although it's got a touch of pink, for me, they're like an all white trainer. The pink, obviously I was sold on the pink, as people know. But yeah, I just feel like they're a very kind of clean pair.
You know what? I actually got those.
Have you? Yeah, see, you get it.
I got those in a 9.5 as well. I don't wear them with the gold rings. I think that's a little bit.
You know what? I was going to say a lot of people take it off, but I think I'm a bit extra, so I think I kept mine on.
No, I like them. They're nice.
But I do like I'm not even a massive Jordan 6 person, but again, once a pair gets me. It gets me. But
it's such a baby pink almost. When I saw them, I was like,
it's like a pale pink, kind of very subtle pink. But nonetheless, I absolutely love
Imagine
them.
I rocked up in mine as well.
We would have been twinning.
We should have sent a little message like, what are you wearing?
That's one thing I don't do. I don't actually check with guests before they come on, like what you kind of bring in.
Yeah, you might start having to, I tell you.
I might have to. It's getting a bit risky now. And very nearly the last episode, I think I nearly came in the pair that my guest came in. That would have been awkward. Yeah. That would have been very awkward.
Well, I could have worn those today as well, with this outfit, so.
Yeah, there you go. So just in terms of kicks, and of course, Solekted being a space about, really kind of connecting with people within the sneaker community. Yeah. How did you I always kind of ask this question, how did you kind of get into collecting kicks, wearing kicks? What kind of sparked your interest?
Sparked my interest? I think like a lot of, I'd say 90s kids, just loved Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
And I think that's so many's go-to, and growing up, you're like, Will looks the coolest, but I can't get any of that stuff. So it's always you hear it time and time again. It's as soon as I started getting money, started getting my own money, I was chasing everything I was watching on TV and couldn't get. So Fresh Prince for me definitely was that hooked me in. And then as soon as I could start getting money, I was like, right, I need to up the drip. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How early did you kind of start though? Because I know some people kind of maybe started from childhood, trying to hustle the parents, etc. Uncles, godparents, grandparents.
Yeah. If I ask Mumsy for a pair of Jordans, that's a backhand. Do you know what I mean? That's what do you think this is? We're not living that life. But to be fair, what is it I'd say K-Swiss was the one pair that I knew. It was in the region. I was like, Mum, it might be a stretch, but I know you got this in you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get those. But now Jordans, it was like, yeah, that's not happening. And it weren't even like accessible. This is like obviously pre-StockX, eBay, like all of that.
No, definitely.
You couldn't even, you know what I mean? You couldn't even get them. So.
It was always like the kids that had like gone to America on
Would
holiday
they
or something
back?
that would come back with like Jordan. It's like, wait,
Oh
hold
my
on a
God.
minute.
You know, like in school as well, you're only allowed to wear black trainers. And then that one kid comes in and like infrared sixes or something.
You're
and you're like, no, that's just like rude. Like, what are you doing to us?
Excuse me?
We're in kickers and whatnot. Like, nah. He's happy to get sent home as
know
well,
what I
isn't
mean?
it? Like, you
got
can't wear
the
those.
basics.
He's like, oh, I'll go home in these then, yeah. Like the spotlight, yeah. It was always that one kid that went out to America, wasn't it?
That's mad.
Like,
So
one, you went to America.
Yeah.
I'm already annoyed, and two, you're coming back with those.
Coming back with Jordans that we know we ain't gonna see over here. So
me.
cheers to James or whoever that was that did that. I just named him James. I don't know.
There was always a James.
It was always a James. So what's like your kind of your go-to? We'll get into your special pair, but what is kind of like your go-to nowadays? Like if we walked into your amazing walk-in wardrobe of
like,
kicks,
what looks the most beat? What's had the usage?
What's like your
Cement 4's probably my throw-on pair. They're looking nasty right
No,
now. Do you know what I mean? they're definitely due a re-up. Just like a plain white dunk high.
Okay.
Anything that's like going to accommodate to like British weather as well. Oh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And what's like your golden pair then? Like your pair that you're like, oh, I want to wear, but no, I'm waiting for that special occasion. Like what's that pair?
I've got off-white 5s that have been in the box.
Really?
Since every time I think, right, I'm gonna pull them out,
put them in.
it starts raining or something.
No.
Or like we're going out for Korean food. I'm like, I'm not risking that.
Not with all them,
you know what I mean?
them sauces that would just.
Yeah, exactly.
That Jordan 5. Which one is it? Is it the sale or is it?
the sale one.
Oh,
yeah, I mean that is. Yeah, that could be ruined so quickly.
Anyone that knows me, that is on my wish list of pairs to get. Like that has been on my list for the longest. So I can understand. Normally, I'm definitely one of those people that like wear your trainers as soon as you get them, wear them. But you see that pair, I kind of understand why they're still in the box.
That's the only pair I think I've got on ice and that I've actually ever had on ice, and it's quite annoying. Like I'd prefer to have a used pair that I'd be like, but I can't get past it. No. You know what I mean? I might have to like sell those, get a used pair, and just be like, or just keep them on the shelf and then buy it, like double up or something.
Yeah, I know a lot of people's workaround is like to double up, but with the price of some of these pairs these days,
that's the thing as well.
I don't even know if double up's even an option.
Yeah, not even double up, or it's just like I can't even justify wearing them at this point. Like, as long as I know that I've got them. Yeah, that would be.
It would have to be on a very sunny day, no grass, no dirt.
There's so many factors.
Maybe someone can give you a piggyback to wherever you're going. Yeah, exactly. And then you're.
You see those like plastic bags that people are putting on now.
Yeah, you might be able to get one of them shoe protector bags. Yeah, you might want to think about that. We're not really going to see the shoe, but you might want to think about that.
I'll know that I'm wearing them.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. So Billy, is it all right to call you Billy?
Yeah,
cool.
Billy,
We'll go with Billy.
Whatever,
So of course everyone knows that. The guests know that I pretty much stalk everyone's Instagram.
Yeah, been preeing me up.
Just a little bit of a pre.
Just the nitty and gritty.
Yeah,
what have you seen?
Just to kind of see what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm I definitely gravitated to your page quite a bit because I can see that you're quite big on like the fits, like the styling, all of that kind of stuff. Anyone that knows me knows I'm big on like the styling. I think it's as equally as important as wearing our trainers that we all love. So just in terms of styling, fashion, how important would you say that is to you as an individual? So especially when it comes to styling trainers, but how important is the fashion element to you?
Yeah, I think it's so important, but I think it's more of just like expressing yourself beyond the shoe. Do you know what I mean? So many people are like quick to like, right, I want the next release, and then they get it and they just throw it on with like a black tech fleece or something. You know what I mean? I have got a black tech fleece fit on the page though, so I know you probably got that written down. Like, I saw this post last year, Bill. But do you know what I mean? Like, if you get a pair, especially like something like this, like you can't just like grab them, put them on. It's like, how are you gonna go about wearing it where it's like you're not looking like everyone else that's got it?
Yeah, no, that's true. I don't know, like I think the overall presentation is important. I get it. We love to look at the trainers and because we're all into it, but I do feel like the overall kind of sometimes brings out the trainers.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot. There's a lot of trainers I don't realize that are as nice because sometimes maybe the outfits then maybe not
They're just
fitting
not
as
put
much.
together. Yeah, exactly.
No indirect to anyone, but sometimes I just feel like definitely they could have, brought in the element of fits to that. So in terms of like fashions and fits, and because we all kind of use Instagram and create content in that sense, do you then feel there's a bit of kind of pressure to make sure that your fit is, or do you kind of don't care?
It depends how strong you are on the gram, doesn't it? It depends, like, if you're like, right, I want people to like this, I want people to like share my fit, then you're subconsciously thinking, what am I pairing this with? Like, but if you literally like don't care, like, I mean, I do care. I do care still.
We care.
But I always think, like, if you see a nice pair of trainers on someone, you're not really, because you've seen them before, and you've seen them online or you've seen them on the gram, you're not really going to go, oh, nice pair. Whereas if you see someone style that pair with like a killer outfit, you're more likely to go, oh, he's put it together, or she's put it together so well, or they've put it together so well. That you would say something. So that's kind of like how I see it. I'm like, if I'm going to collate a fit together, I want people to go, oh, look, like he's done that so well. Oh, he paid resale for those.
Yeah, that's I mean? No, absolutely. I will say, I think there was a time when I think I saw you at Crep City, the last Crep City. Was it the last Crep City?
Maybe I did. Yeah,
and you were wearing the I remember these things.
Here she goes.
Here she goes. I see them. I think you were wearing the it was like a pink cord.
That was the pink Burberry Supreme set.
Oh my god, I was like, yes, I was like, you know what it is? I feel like especially with Instagram, sometimes I recognize people straight away, and sometimes I don't. So when I saw your fit, I was like, I think I recognize him from Instagram, but I'm not too sure. And I didn't want to be one of those weirdos like, oh, are you at fashion crepe lover underscore? Like, I didn't want to do that. So it was when I think after that, then I saw you on the timeline. I was like, oh my god, it was him. It was him.
Quite a lot of people said that to me, and some people like came up to me as well who like never met me. It was like one of those fits, and I was like, right, this is loud. Like, this fit's gonna get some attention. Like, do you want to like brave it? But I was like, you know what? I get it on.
For
like,
it.
I had Travis ones on as well, so that was just like too much on. You know what I mean? Even the security guard at Crep City was like, "You're doing bits today." I was like, "I'm being behaved." that fit was loud.
Oh no, but I loved it though. It's always important, I think, especially if you're into fits and fashion, to definitely be daring. Like, why not?
Yeah, exactly. I was like weighing up. Should I go just jacket? Should I go just trousers? I was like, no, you know
just
what?
Sometimes,
especially Crep City, that's like the runway as
well. Trust me,
you know what I mean?
You got. I feel like you got to go ham a little bit with Crep City. Like, if you're someone that like I tend to be quite daring. I'm wearing a flipping pink blazer today.
Of course,
on a random Tuesday, but here we are. But I like to be daring. So there's like, if it works, it works. Sometimes you might get it and think, or see the pictures later and think, actually, I didn't do too well that day, but I tried.
Those are the worst
and I put
days,
it out there. Those ones you try and those pictures that don't make it to Instagram, archive those. We're not going with those ones.
Crep City's the runway. I mean, if you're ever going to show off especially on like a sunny day like it was as well, I was like,
love
right,
it.
you got to go
you
for it.
You got to go in, add some sunglasses. Yeah, no, love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, just obviously going back to our kicks, I always ask my guests to bring a really special pair with them, or a pair that it doesn't even have to be super like hyped or anything, but it's like just a pair that's really special to them. I'm just going to get you to, I've seen it at the corner of my eye. I'm just going to get you to show everyone the special pair that you've brought with you today, and just talk to us about why this is your special pair. Or
this is a heater,
maybe there's not even too many words to say about it now.
This is a heater. I'm looking at it now thinking, cool, these have seen better days still, but you know what? It's not even like my favorite pair. You know, I bought these on for the story because there's a mad story.
Okay, we're here. Well, listen, we're here for the story. So, we're here for the story.
Right, you said as well. Yeah. I hope it's not a retail pickup.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
right. So I hit on this shoe twice for retail. Yeah, but this was broke Bill times. Bill can't afford to keep these shoes. So I hit on it twice. I was like, right, I can sell them both on. I can pay rent this month or whatnot. Like, we're talking hard times. This is early on. I was out when one of them got delivered.
Okay.
And they sent it back to Nike.
No. Well, at least someone from Hermes didn't nick it.
I'd prefer that. You know what I mean? At least if this is just sat in some factory now. I prefer the boss man to be wearing them. But so God. I had one. I had to sell it. Yeah, this was broke bill times.
Oh
And I
my
was like, you know what?
God.
Like, this was like 6 months later, a year later. I was like, I wish I'd never sold them.
Oh my God.
I think it must have been 2 years since they released. I was randomly looking on Depop and some guy had them listed. And you know, Depop's like full of fakes.
Yeah, oh God. It's like...
Had them listed at retail.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, too good to be true.
Yeah, too good.
I
There's
messaged
always a
him. I
catch,
was like,
yeah.
can you send me more photos? Sent them through. I was like, nah, still too good to be true.
Yeah.
He's like, mate, I really need the money. And I was like, it was like I was talking to myself in the past.
Oh, wow.
He was like, mate, I have to get them gone. I need the money. He's like, if you can meet me today in Central, you can have them. I was like, you know what? I'll brave it. Like, if I get stabbed or whatever, do you know what I mean? It was for the grail. Do you know? It was for the grail. I can't believe. Yeah, he rocks up. He's got the receipt.
Oh, wow.
They looked in better days than this. He was like, mate, yeah, I just need the money. Like, you can have them for retail. I was like, this is full circle moment. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
So I've gone from hitting twice on retail to one of them going back to Nike to the other one. I was too broke to keep.
Oh, wow.
To like 2 years later, I've got the same. And these were going for like, I think they're going for like $1,000, but like, I think they were like 600-700 at that point retail. And I was like, wow, full circle.
You know
wholesome
what?
moments.
I thought you were going to say that you had the chance or had them at retail, like in terms of when you were going with your story. And then I thought you were going to say, and then I've had to spend thousands.
I told you it was a mad one. Yeah,
Oh, God.
Crazy.
Wow. So the journey to that, it's almost like you had to have that.
Yeah, it was like I had to come back, but it was like one of those ones where you're like, oh, I'm never going to get it again, like, because I ain't going to pay 700 for them or whatnot.
Yeah. No, it's...
I think I resold them for like 100 quid extra as well, like
wow.
brutal times.
Oh my
like,
God.
Just to eat.
This is real life.
Yeah,
this is
honestly.
real life.
But you know those times where you're desperate for a shoe and you're like, right, am I actually going to push the bank account for them? Do you know what I mean? Like you were saying with the Off-White fires.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's just not worth it, and they're going to sit in a box or whatever.
No, that's true. That's true. But I don't know. I think they are, like I said, I think anyone that I normally see with those, I'm just like, you are one of the chosen ones.
Yeah,
like, honestly, that is a really...
That's what I feel like as well with them. I'm like, how have they come back to me?
Like, how are they, like, in my house kind of thing? Like, I've got one or two pairs that I'm like, that I would have got for retail that I'm like, how? I think one of them is I got the Sakai Vapor Waffle, the Cell ones. I think they got the red and the blue. Like, those, I'm like...
Yeah, they're pricey now as well.
Like how? Like especially my size, like my foot, I'm just like, just forget it.
When notification comes through, you're like, nah, surely.
Like, when I saw it, I was like,
it's a spam email or
for
something.
Me, is this a scam? And then when it actually, like, I think they even literally arrived the next day. I was like, no, this is too much.
Yeah, that's such a good feeling though, isn't it? Where you're like,
then,
finally, it's my time. I ain't had that feeling in a while, to be fair.
I don't think a lot of us have had that feeling. I think we might need a minute silence for that one.
Honestly.
But it's crazy. But really, really nice pair. Really nice pair.
Yeah, these are great. Like I say, they've seen better days, man. These need to
Listen,
clean up.
You know, anyone again that knows me, I am a team wear your shoes. So of course, all of our shoes are gonna have their better days, but just wear the shoe, enjoy it. Like,
of course.
I am in the belief that I would rather someone see me wearing it and be like, that feeling of like, oh my God, you have those. That is the best feeling on earth when it comes to trainers, rather than, oh yeah, I've got Off-White.
Yeah, they're at home.
But they're at home, and it's kind of like...
Honestly, come around and see them. Don't touch them.
It's like, no, don't touch them. They're in a golden frame. So yeah, so just in terms of... again, I do my research. So tell us about, I know that you said you are sort of a motion designer. I obviously introduced you as a motion designer. I was like, what is that? So I'm going to ask you now, and for anyone else that doesn't know that, talk to us about what that is.
So that's the Instagram bio as well. Yeah, that's my job title outside of Instagram.
Okay.
Which is like animation, editing. Just basically video-based graphic design.
Okay.
Almost. But yeah, that is in the Instagram bio, and that's what I'm trying to push on my socials as well, like getting into the reels.
I've definitely seen, and why I wanted to bring it up is I've definitely seen bits on your Instagram. I think even down to like your display picture that you've got up, that it looks very kind of related to that. So how are you must then be a whiz with all the kind of new reels, TikTok-y kind of stuff and
I'm more so of like trying to do stuff that other people can't do. Do you know what I mean? Like not being big-headed or anything like that, but do you know what I mean? Instead of like using a filter or effect, it's like, right, how can I film something, use the skills that I've got that I do on a daily basis, not sneaker related, and make it sneaker related.
Okay. So what would you say, like, of all the kind of like sort of motion videos that you've made in terms of sneakers, is like your favorite one? Is there a particular one that you're like, this took night and day editing, filming?
Yeah. Well, like you said, my profile picture of like it's like a transitioning digital shoot into a physical shoot, and it's like the what if you could like appear sneakers like this, because it was like the first one transitioning from fit pics to reels and like effects. Like so many people were like, how'd you do that? Like, what effect did you use? Like, what app have you used for that?
Get this in the app.
I was like, no, yeah, exactly that. It was like, so I was telling so many people like, oh, this is like how I did it, and they're just like, the face is gone instantly. Like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know where to start.
So that's like, and that's why it's my profile picture as well, because it's like the start of introducing my actual work into the gram, and kind of treating the gram as like a portfolio almost, instead of just being like kicks and fit pics.
No, absolutely. I think it's good. I think we're moving in that direction on social media anyway. Like it's not just about the still pictures anymore. I think a lot of us have slowly started to realize.
Yeah, I think there's just, it's like a CV almost. And I was talking to my mate yesterday, and he's like, oh, have you seen what so and so's put on Facebook? I was like, mate, I don't use Facebook like that anymore. Like Facebook's buy sell kicks. Do you know what I mean? That's all that is. Even like Instagram as well. Like if people are going out and like taking photos of food, I'm like, my Instagram's like so past that now. Not saying like, once again, that sounds a little bit big headed, but it's just, it's a CV. It's a platform for me to express my interest, my passion, and also like my work and how I want to be creative with it.
No, 100%. I feel like I look at Facebook, like every time I log into Facebook, it's like all the people I've known for like 20 years, my aunties, you know, Liam from down the road with his cat. Like, it's literally
for sale.
Cat's for sale. Like, looking for my cat. He's ran away last week.
Yeah, no,
like,
I feel you.
I feel like Facebook is kind of like that, and then Instagram, like you said, is definitely like a CV/portfolio. You know, like brands looking at it. I think everyone kind of, I think subconsciously, you know, we're all kind of, our Instagrams, I can even probably say my Instagram definitely looks like a presentation.
Yeah, exactly.
In a sense of, this is what I'm about. Obviously, they probably see our profiles and see we're into kicks, see we're into fashion. So yeah, it definitely looks like a professional setting.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that as well. I feel like that's the way that it's got. And if you looked at Instagram as a whole and like the population of it, I bet there's like half of the people that use it professionally, or not even professionally, just like an essence of like curating a feed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Rather than just like selfie on a Tuesday after work.
No, 100%.
Like,
I feel
had Greg's for lunch.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? You know what's weird about Instagram? I always see like that element of stuff, like the random, I ate a sausage roll today. That comes on the story sometimes. So I feel like the stories is like the reality of what's going on.
Yeah, I could probably be more friendly with it as well. Like when my friends are like, why aren't you putting that on your story? I'm like, I don't want to show people that. Do you know what I mean? Like, they care about the kicks. That's why they're on my page.
No, absolutely. And I think there's that element of like, outside of like kicks, we've all got kind of real lives. And it's like, I think when I, a couple years ago now, made the conscious decision to make my Instagram or my social medias really just about the sneaker element of it. That was a decision that you make to kind of, okay, I've got like my own life, like what I do, my 9 to 5, my whatever, nephews, whatever. And then there's like that side of me. So I think that's
element,
a
big jump as well to conscious. I remember I had that like talk with myself. Like, right, are you changing your gram stance from like just daily? And I feel like, well, maybe I'm speaking for myself, you kind of almost live your life more so by taking it off the gram and just putting on, like you say, a presentation almost.
You get to kind of obviously choose what you share with people. It's like, I think the minute you decide, and again, nothing against anyone that does it, but the minute you decide to start sharing like your children or your personal life in that sense, then I feel like you've got to kind of maintain it. But then there's kind of the flip side of what we do. It's like, okay, we post like 3 or 4 trainers, they're now going to expect that that's what they're waiting for, or that's what they're expecting to see. So that I think it's kind of even taken away from like whether it's a presentation or not. I think it's just a decision of, this is the side that I want people to know. Because Instagram, you know, you can get any random person come up
yeah.
on your page. So you just sometimes, I also in the back of my mind think I want to be a bit careful about how much I'm putting out there.
You're putting out there as well.
But still obviously trying to like maintain having a personality online and all of that kind of stuff.
But then it's like showing like that personality is at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult because
like how many times are people like, oh, is all you do like look at kicks and dress up?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I went to a gig last night, but it's not on my feed.
Yeah.
Do you think all I do is like take photos?
Literally. I think people must have that impression that we just wake up and, you know, put some clothes on.
Do you not go to work, Bill? I was like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my free time. My gram is the free time.
My gram is the free time, literally. I think it's just it's a nice way of like just expressing yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Having fun with it, showing all your, you know, your motion skills as well. But yeah, no, I think we kind of agree in terms of how that goes.
Think so, definitely.
So just in terms of sneaker releases, again, a question I love to always ask. Is there anything that you are looking forward to coming out? Anything that we're
too much?
Do you want to name me one or two pairs that are like on the top of that list?
Right. Well, I'm sure we have a few in common. Yeah. So. The Travis Lows.
Oh God!
Yeah, come on.
It was coming.
Come on, they're nice. I mean, that's not happening. I don't think that's happening. If I get blessed, you know what I'm hoping for? Yeah. I'm hoping for, you know, Offspring do like the creative comps.
Yeah.
You know, then I'm backing myself.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. And Offspring, if you're listening, these doors are giving me anxiety. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh, the doors honestly.
Are giving me anxiety. Like if you know what, when there's like one or two doors, I'm like, okay. Cool.
They put one on the other day where there's like 8.
There was like there's like 6 to 8 doors, and I'm getting panicked. I'm worrying.
I'm gonna start dropping the postcode of the door.
I'm just like I'm literally like trying to, you know, get deep into it. Like, does the door handle mean anything? Does the wall paint mean anything? But I don't want to kind of. It's a lot.
It's love hate, isn't it?
It's love hate. Like, but I guess it's the way of like, you know, introducing that element of fairness. You know, so many of us always sometimes have that feeling of like, oh, it's not fair.
Yeah,
you know, feel like,
especially on like sneakers app. Like, I've given up with that app.
Yeah, I keep saying I feel like I need a whole episode to discuss.
I mean, I think you can slag off like Offspring a lot. But if you pick up a pair on like Super Sunday, and everyone in that line, you know, is a true sneakerhead getting that pair, you're like, they're doing something right.
Yeah, you can't.
Do you know what I mean?
You can't be mad. Like, and I think even the other day, I got my very first pair of New Balances. Do you know how long I've been trying to get a New Balance?
Yeah, go on.
Like, it's definitely been since like 2020 lockdown.
Well, just like release.
I just wanted a pair of 550s. I thought it cannot be
the new Dunk almost, isn't
this difficult. It was like, go to the New Balance website. I'm like, queue number 30,000
expected time 3 hours.
Expected time 3 hours. I get there, sorry, a product unavailable. Like, the product was never put on the website. It just started to turn into a thing of like, maybe the shoe's just not meant for me. So like, as much as like people can get upset with raffles, Offspring, whoever, not even just Offspring, other brands, like, it's actually these brands sometimes that bless you with like, I've finally got blessed with my first pair of New Balances through Offspring. So it's like you win some, you lose some. You can't please everyone.
But it actually feels like, it goes to the right winners.
Yeah, I hope that's one thing that we can always hope for, especially if you are really kind of a true sneakerhead, you know, whatever that definition is.
Yeah.
It is, I do like to kind of see those that I feel are true sneakerheads get those pairs, like, especially when it comes to like, you know, those that love the Air Max 1, like this is definitely their
they
year,
do bits with that, to be
100%.
fair.
So I'm always kind of looking at like the Air Max 1 heads and just hoping that they get like the Travises and
when they drop the Travis, because I'm not an Air Max, but I love that Travis shoe.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way they're giving this to me. I know they're pre in the feed.
Yeah.
And they're like, there's not one Air Max here, and he's after the Travis one. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Other pairs, Chicago's, the 85s.
Ooh.
Have you seen the pictures as well?
I've seen. I've got, again, some people are like 50-50, just because I think people are really offended by the fact that it's not the pair from 85.
Yeah, I know, honestly. It was like they're going for like 5 racks. There's a reason they're not like bringing those out again.
People are really wanting that 1985 model, and I'm just like, I don't know if you're going to get that, guys.
No, I think, I saw a picture a couple of days ago, and I think it was like your best look at the 85 Chicago. And I mean, that looks quality.
Even then, I feel like sometimes at the final hour, it will be a completely different shoe.
Just like out of nowhere pattern leather.
Out of nowhere, like they did exactly. They did that with the there were so many pictures that were surfacing of the Travis fragments. Like even the color blocking was slightly different to the final version. So I'm just like, we can see it. I think they're teasing us a little bit, but I do sometimes think, even if it's like a small thing, like the laces might be different. They do change it.
You just never know until like it actually
until the
drops.
actual like you actually see it visible. But yeah, that is going to be another interesting
That's going to be. I want to know the stock on that, because that's got to be high. I feel like that's going to be one of those ones where there's so many pairs.
Yeah.
But it's still reselling for too much.
Yeah,
I
feel like, they're definitely, I don't know if Nike or other brands are listening in terms of quantity, but I do definitely in the past year or so feel like there has been sort of an increase in the amount. Like more people are definitely winning pairs that you felt before that would be like, oh nah, I'm probably not even gonna.
Yeah, especially with like GRs, like Panda Dunks.
Yeah,
everyone is wearing Panda Dunks. How are they still reselling?
I don't know. They keep releasing those, and I still don't have a pair. I still don't. As much as you say everyone's got them.
Do you want a pair?
I do want a pair, but at this point, it's now
a little bit too far.
It's starting to look like uniform now, and I think after try number 108, I've given up.
Honestly,
I think I've given up a little bit. So it might just be one of those ones that
just let it go now, and stick with the 550.
Just let it go. Just in terms of releases that I'm kind of looking forward to. I think on previous shows, I've definitely said the Travis mockers. Again, I have that kind of. Hold your breath moment because of sizing more so.
Oh, of course.
So not even for me, it's not even about can I get it, can I enter? Mine's more of a is it even
there? And if it is,
size?
It's going to be gem.
Oh
yeah, so I don't envy you that.
Fingers crossed on that. So I'm definitely looking forward to those. Trying to think of any other pair. There is definitely these denim pairs of Jordan 1s. I think they're like a
release. Saw those. They got like a bit of gold hit on them as well.
Yeah, it's got like those are nice. Those are nice.
You know what I was thinking? Like bleach the denim on them, like a little custom.
That is an idea.
That could be naughty.
Ooh. I'm more. You know what it is with customs, and I'm not someone that like. Is brave enough to experiment or change it myself. Like sometimes when people like with their SBs, for example, they might like rip some of the fabric
the rip off panels
and do I leave however the shoe came. I leave it like that because I'm just like, if I rip something, like people did it with the Passport Union dunks. Yeah, like they tore off the.
I think it looks worse on those as well.
Really, I haven't. Mine still have the thing. Yeah,
keep the net. What color have you got?
I got just the purple. Ones, the purple court ones, but some people have taken them off the toe box. I'm like, no, I'm scared to even try.
Yeah, I think it looks worse as well. I like that netting kind of effect anyway.
Yeah, no, I like them. I really like them. But yeah, I'm not big on it. But I'm gonna think about the bleach, and I'll see if you do it. If you get them and you do it, I might.
Because it's like raw denim, isn't it?
It is raw denim. But again, we've seen the pictures, but I'm hoping that they look like that and that it isn't slightly tweaked because they are stunning.
Yeah, that's
as they are. I think they're September release from what I've heard. So I guess
that does scream summer shoe to me though. That's a bit weird that it's coming out.
Yeah, I think if it is a really light denim, then 100% it should definitely have been a summer shoe. But I've heard September, but we could get surprised by the time we see the winter Jordan calendar. It might be on there, might not be on there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Might not be on there, but again, so just and I will again always ask this question. What is next for Billy Storey? What's going on? Are there any projects that you're working on at the moment? Anything for us to look forward to?
So I've been collabing with JD. So I've done a couple of collabs with them, and I'm doing like a reel for them now as well. So I'm actually entering that space. I did actually film something as well with a broadcaster of the UK. I can't really say too much on that one.
I'm
but
just saying, well, it would be a selected exclusive, but
there's a little exclusive. Yeah. You might see me on the TV. That's all I'll say on that one.
Okay, everyone look out for him.
That's a hush though.
Yeah, we'll keep that obviously.
When you see it, you'll see it.
Yeah, we'll see it. But don't worry, we will be keeping our eyes open for that. So that is really, really exciting. How has it been working with like brands like JD? How are you finding that?
Well, it's at the moment it's like working with the product that they want to give you. I mean, I'd love to get to a point where like the Jordans are coming through the door. Do you know what I mean? But there's a lot of freedom with the briefs, which I like. And now that I've got to a point where I can make reels and actually use my own skills. for a collab, I'm getting excited about that.
Oh, that's amazing. That really kind of sometimes everything that you kind of work towards, your motion is like that's your actual job, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So something that you enjoy doing, something that is your actual, work, people recognizing that and then wanting to kind of use that as well. That is amazing.
Yeah, coming full circle. Yeah, that's very exciting.
That is amazing. And congratulations
on
that.
Thank you.
And I hope that, this is just the start of many more collabs.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully we'll get those Jordans coming through the door.
Yeah, MJ, hit me
Don't
up.
worry.
I watched all of The Last Dance, please.
Love it. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Billy. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, yeah, honestly. You know what? I love my fashion fit people with kicks. I love when you guys come on because we're there. We understand each other.
At mutual ground.
It is a mutual ground. So, although I'm sure we are going to see you on TV, as you mentioned, and working in other bits. For those that may not have seen you, if you just want to kind of share where they can find you or your social media handles.
Yes, so I'm at Billy_Storey on Instagram, TikTok, and maybe TV. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe TV. I know everyone's got a website these days. Are you one of them website
No
people?
website yet.
Not
no
yet?
website. I'm going to work on the LinkedIn first.
Everyone's been talking about this website. I'm like, show me where the direction of this website.
I ain't got enough time for the website.
I ain't got no website. It's coming. It might be coming. You never know.
Nice.
Guys, that has been another episode of Solekted TV. I have been your host, Creparella. He has been Billy Storey. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow us on our social media handles, and we will see you on the next episode.